Okay, let's start. So everybody can see your screen, right? So this absolute and relative referencing, let me explain what it means in the context of what we want. So go to the first worksheet there. You see relative. Click on
Yes.
that sheet. Relative. Yes. Don't forget that if you want to use any function in Excel, we always reference another cell, right? Maybe for example, now we have in cell A1, we have 2. In cell A2, we have 3, 2, 3, right? Now we now want to add the two figures together. They are in different cells. We want to now, when we say equals to, we click on the A1, right? Now that clicking on that A1 to tell Excel that add this one plus this one. That cell you are referencing, cell A1, clicking on that cell inside your formula that you are trying to type or you are using to get your calculation is what is called referencing. Is what is called referencing. Is what is called referencing, right? You are referencing that cell as part of your calculation because that cell makes up part of what you want to add up to get your desired results, right? So in many cases, we'll be doing a lot of cell referencing when we are doing calculations, right? Now, let's do something very simple to make you understand what we're trying to do. Now, click on that plus sign beside the mixed. Let's open a new worksheet.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, on your cell, okay, on your cell A1, type 3.
Type what?
Type 3.
Okay, 3.
Yes, on your cell A2, type 2. Now, we'll go to cell A5 now. A5. Now, you don't want to have 2 and 3 together. What do? Is press equals to, you click on 3. Now, you see that you are seeing A1 inside that cell. Yes, it's referencing A1 as part of the calculation. Now, put your addition sign, plus, click on 2. Now, you see that it's referencing A1 and what? A2 as part of the calculation because that is where you are referencing from. Those are the two cells you are adding up together, right? Now, press enter. Now, the cocoa of you doing that is because we want to just emphasize on the point that I made earlier, that so many times when you are doing calculations, most of the numbers you want to make calculation on, they will usually be in a cell or group of cells, right? What you are doing after you press your equals to the function you are using, blah, 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 you always reference those cells, or let me say or let me say it might be a cell or some group of cells, but you are going to be referencing them wherever they are, right? As part of your calculation. Now go back to delete that sheet 1. Just right click on sheet 1 and delete. You are not. I'm just using that one as example. Thank you. Delete. Good. Go back to relative. Now, in the context of what we want to do today, we want to assume. Now, help me delete that. I click on column 1 beside rates. Beside rates. No, rates is
okay.
on
This
I5.
okay.
I5.
I5. Okay.
Yes, just click on that column 1. Click on it.
Okay.
Delete everything. Delete. No, not like that.
No,
Not
okay.
like that. No, not like that. Not like that. Click on that column 1. Now press Control Shift and your down arrow key. Again, good. Enter. Delete now on your keyboard. Good. On that column 1, change it to new salary. Change it to new salary.
Okay, the
So
column 1, right?
column 1. Clear what you have there, and change it to new salary. So now what we want to do is very simple, very straightforward. What we want to do here now is that we want to so what we have here, we have employee data the name, gender, when they started working in the company, their position, the department they fall into. Now, the salary you are seeing there is their current salary as at today. How much they are earning as at now is what you are seeing on that column G, that salary column. Now, the new salary now is what we want to get. Now, if you look at the rates, you see that different people have different rates. Now, we don't know the criteria that the HR or the management people are using to calculate the increment rate for everybody. Maybe it's based on the number of years used in the company. Maybe it's based on your general number of years in terms of work experience. Maybe it's based on qualification. Maybe it's based on position. Maybe it's based on skill or achievement you've made on the job. We don't know the criteria they are using to determine the rate they are giving everybody when it comes to salary increments. But all what we have here is that they are giving everybody different rates. That's why we call this kind of referencing relative referencing. That is, the rate that pertains to everybody is relative from each other. Please, I hope it's clear to this point. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you. If you are not responding, I only had one person, but no problem. Okay, now we want to calculate the new salary for these guys. We want to calculate the new salary for these guys. Now, how do we do that? Now, we already have the salary, the current salary as at now. We have the new salary. Sorry, we have the rate rather, and we want to get the new salary. Now, this is how we go about it. Now, you know that your current salary as at now that you are earning is 100%, Abby. It stands for 100% of your salary. Now, if I say 50% of your salary, 50% of your salary, what am I saying? If I say 50% of your salary, what does that mean?
That's 50%, right?
You need half of the
Yes.
salary.
Yes. What does that 50%
Okay,
represent?
half.
Half
Half
of
of
the
your
salary.
salary. Thank you. Now, you want to answer this one. You will not answer this one now. If I now say 150% of your salary, 150% now, 150% of your salary, what does that mean?
It means the full salary plus
Mm-hmm.
half of the salary.
Thank you, sir. The full salary plus half of that same salary. So it means that if you are earning 100,000 and I multiply that 100,000 that you are earning times 150%, it's going to give me how much? 150,000. That means that the 100% is this salary as at now. The 50% on top is now the addition that you are adding on top of the current salary, right? If I say 120% of your salary, it means that a 20% increment on what you are currently earning, right? I hope that's very clear to us. If I say
Yes.
110% of your salary, it means that it's a 10% increment on that salary, right? Because the 100% it's so it's like you are saying 100 over 100. It's not going to give you one. It's going to give you the same thing, right? When we say 100 over 100, it's going to give you one. Please hold on, please. Okay, yeah, guys, let's continue. So, as I was saying, that 100% of your salary means your current salary. Anything you have on top is an increment. Now, what if I say, sir, that what is 70% of your salary? What does that mean? Is that a reduction or an increase? Or the same thing?
Reduction.
Reduction, why?
Because it is not up to the 100%. It's not up to the actual salary.
At the total salary. Thank you very much. That's the point I want us to get. So by the time we understand that explanation, it makes it easier for us to now understand the formula we are going to be using for this. Now, let me expand that column I. Like expand that column a little from the top. Thank you. Yeah, so that there will be space. Thank you. Now, the formula I wrote up there, you see, formula is salary, current salary, multiplied by open bracket 1 plus rate. Now, I hope you understand that. Your current salary like this, multiplied by 1. That 1 is same thing as 100%. Because if you say 100%, it's same thing as 1. Because 100 over 100 will give us what? 1. Right? 1 plus that 1 is representing your salary at the moment. Because if you multiply that salary, your current salary multiplied by 1, it will still give you your salary, right? But now you're now having additional rate on top of the 1. It's not that 1, it's not that plus rate that you are seeing there. Now let's start. Equals to, click on salary. You are referencing that salary, the first salary on the list. Good, you are referencing it. Multiply by, put the multiplication sign, open bracket. You can either use 100%, you type it there, or you just use 1. It's the same thing. 1 plus the new rate you are putting on top for increments. The 2.50, that's the first rate on the list. You close your brackets, and you press enter. You see that in less than one second, you are seeing all the salary. So it means that as only you have 1 million rows, that is how Excel will give you all the answer in less than 1 second span. Just like that, right? So now we are calling this relative referencing because they are not using the same rates for everybody in the organization. It's relative per each person. It's different for each person. I hope it's clear to us, guys.
Yes.
Okay. So that is.
Yes.
Please, can you delete the answers? And let's do it one more time before we go to absolute referencing. No, just don't delete. Just go to the first one. Control Shift down. Control Shift down. Delete on your keyboard. Exactly. To take you back up. Good. Now do it again. Equals to your current salary, right? Multiply by 1, which is stand for the 100%, plus the new rate. Close your bracket. Press enter. You get your answer. Now let's try something. Open a new worksheet. Click on that plus sign. Open a new worksheet now. Now, do only for me. Name the heading of this one. Item. Call it item. Cell A1, item. Under item, give me any 5 random items. 5 random items. Just type in name of items. Any 5 random items. Okay. Thank you. Maybe to become more simpler, we do it this way. Yes. Okay, it's fine. Now go to price. Type current price. You can make this one current price.
The current price, right?
Yes, change it to current price. Current price. You can press enter and expand it from top. Press enter first. Expand. Put random prices there. Random prices. Yes. Okay. Now the next column, put rates. Rates. Put rates. Put random rate there in percentage.
Okay, in percentage, right?
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Now, let's now another column, call it new price or proposed new price. Proposed new price. It's still a proposal. Proposed new price.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, this is very simple. You are working in a pricing unit of a company, and the market prices have changed, or based on some factors, your boss has come up with a new rate at which you used to increase the prices of different products or items that you are selling. You don't know the kind of model he has built to come up with this kind of rate. But this is the rate. I said, please give me what will be the new prices with your Excel skills now, right? So how are you going to go about this? It's going to be equals to, it's going to be equals to your current price as at now, multiplied by, open brackets, one, which stands for your current, still your current price, plus the rates that you are using to increase it. Then you close brackets and you press enter. Then click on back on that first answer and drag down, or just double click on that green line. Double click. Yeah, good. So what you were selling for 1,000 naira before is now 1,050 because it's a 5% increment in the rates, right? 3,000 naira product before is now 3,120, right? That's why sometimes you go to the market and they will tell you, mommy go more. It's now 1,000 more. It's now 1,500. Ginikon. So these kind of changes happen, right? It happens like regularly based on different, external and internal factors. So the essence of this is that when you meet something like this, just for you to know how you're going to be able to approach it. Or let's now assume that there's a current price and it's a new price. You now want to understand the percentage at which the price was increased, right? You can also use this to also ascertain that. Now, the reason why, let me say it again. The reason why we call it relative referencing is because the rate differs for each item, each product. Now, let's go to the next one. Go to absolute referencing now. Yes, absolute. Delete salary figures that are there. Control Shift down, delete, and go back up. Thank you. Now, this one is called relative referencing. This one is called what? Relative referencing. It's because it's different. Oh, this one is called, sorry, it's called what? Absolute referencing. It's different from relative referencing because inside relative referencing, we have different rates for different people or different items. But in absolute referencing, we have one rate for everybody or every item, right? So in this context now, it means that whether you are you are a driver, or you are a supervisor, or you are a manager, or you are the CEO, or you are this, or you are that, everybody's salary will be increased at the same rate, right? There is no differences in terms of the increment rates. So it means that this does not give any regards to position. This does not regard the level or anything. The management just says increase everybody's salary by 8.50%. And let's see what the new salary is going to look like. Right? Now, you are still going to use the same formula, but you are going to do something additional to whatever you have done before. Right? Now, let's start. Equals to the same way. Click on this current salary. You click on current salary. Yes. Multiply by, open brackets, 1, this is the current salary, plus, now you reference that cell that has 8.50, F3. Now, one thing that you will do here that is different from what you've done inside relative is that now you have to lock that cell where you have your rates. And how do you lock? And I will tell you the reason why you must lock it, right? Now, we also call it freezing. Some people call it locking. It's the same thing. Now, how do you lock? You lock by pressing F4 on your keyboard. So, sir, press F4, sir. F4. Now, when you click on F4 to lock that cell, right, you see that from F3, it has changed to $F, $3, right? Now, what we are doing here is absolute referencing because we are using that same percentage, that same rate to increase everybody's salary. You know, in relative, it was different rates, different people, right? But in absolute now, it's just one particular cell that has the rate that we are using to reference for everybody, right? So the reason why you must lock it is because locking it or freezing it means that you want it to reference it for everybody. So it means that as you are dragging down, it should be referring to that F3 as the increment rate for everybody inside this worksheet. I don't know if it makes sense to us.
Yes.
Guys, makes sense to you?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. I only hear two people that are talking. Okay, let's continue. Let me come again. Can you clear that F3 part, please? Clear the F3 and the dollar and everything. Just leave that plus ahead. Now, click back on that F3 now. Now, let's now do it without freezing. Let's see what will happen. So close your bracket and press enter. Close your bracket and press enter. Now click on the first answer again. So click on the green box. Let's see what happens. You see that it's telling you what? It's giving you what? Error. It's giving you error because, you know, unlike absolute, unlike relative, you are referencing the first rate, you drag down, it will reference every corresponding rate as you are going down, right? But this one now, we have only one rate, and we are absolutely referencing that rate for everybody. So we have to freeze or lock it. Now press on your keyboard, press delete. Now go back again, lock it now, and let's see what happens. Equals to salary multiply by, open brackets, 1 plus, click on your referencing, your reference cell, right? Freeze it. It's only once you freeze it, or just once.
Yeah.
Right? And close your brackets and press enter now. Click back again and double click for your remaining answers. So now click on your cell H7. H7. You see that it's referencing F3. Go to the next one. It's referencing F3. The next one is referencing F3 for each of what? Each of the rows. I hope it's clear to us, guys. Absolute and relative referencing. Is it clear to us?
Yes.
Because we
Yes.
definitely need this thing at one point or the other if you are writing formulas in Excel. So if you are saying it is clear that you really understand it, no problem. I'll give us a class work now. Now go to mixed. Now, the company has 3 different salary proposals. They have proposal 1, they have proposal 2, and they have proposal 3. Now, we want to get result for proposal 1. Proposal 1 increment rate is 8.25%. Proposal 2 is 10%, and proposal 3 is 12%. Now, what we are using to get our answer here, is it relative referencing or absolute referencing, guys?
Absolute.
Why absolute?
Because there is a fixed increment rate
Okay.
pertaining to each proposal.
Pertaining to each proposal. Thank you, sir. I like that. So there is each proposal at its fixed increment rate. Now, sir, do proposal 1. Do proposal 1. Okay. Thank you. Can somebody else do proposal 2? Or just tell him what to do? Since you said it's clear.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Equals to.
Okay.
Okay. Then you click on salary. There's a Okay. Salary times open bracket 1 times proposal 2. That's 10%.
One.
You click on 10%. This 10% in proposal 2
is it 1 plus
times
or what? Okay.
plus. It's times now. Times.
It is plus actually.
Okay, plus. Okay.
You have left her to just continue now. Why are you telling her the joke?
No, she corrected herself already.
Plus
she's
the
doubting herself.
10%. Then you click F4. Close your brackets. Press enter. Then
Okay,
go up
you.
and double click. Yeah.
Thank you, Madam Yemisi. Somebody else, please, for proposal 3.
Okay. For proposal 3.
Yes.
Equals to.
Okay.
Yeah. Your G6 here. Multiplication sign. Open bracket. 1 additional sign. Then your proposal rate for proposal 3. Then lock it F4. Close bracket. Enter.
Is that all?
Yeah, then double click on the sign. Yeah.
On which sign?
That green dot.
Oh.
And double click or you go down. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Since the topic is very clear to us now. Is there any question? Yeah, somebody asked that if we want to decrease, are we using the same formula? Yes, sir. You are using the same formula, but you have to put a minus in front of it. So now, Mr. Who is sharing screen? Is it Mr. Jamil?
Yeah.
Mr. Jamil, on that proposal 1, put a minus symbol in front of that 8 points something. Put a minus symbol. A minus symbol.
Yeah.
Press enter. So what happened? Proposal
The
one,
value
decrease in
decreased.
salary.
Yeah.
Is it correct, Mr. Olawaji, that asked the question? Mr. Oluwatola, sorry.
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir. Thank you,
Is
sir.
okay, sir. Thank you. So, if you want a decrease, you put a minus. So, a 10% decrease is minus 10. 5% decrease is minus 5. Right? So, that's the way you go about it. Is this topic clear to us? Because by next week, we are doing something else. We are not going back to this topic again. For the last time, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. It's clear.
Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
very much, everyone. We only have 11 minutes to
I
go.
want to ask question. No.
Ask your question, sir.
Concerning the rate, I think when you start, you are talking about when you are talking about 5%.
Mm-hmm.
But my own question is that when we have, you said when we have 5%, I think you said we are going to add. That would be maybe 5% of maybe that your price. Maybe your price is 500 naira, and you have the 5%. When we do it together, you are going to add. But now my own question is when we have adding we have 200%, how are we going to do it?
It's still the same method, sir. You are still going to add. Yes.
Okay.
You are still going to add your 200% plus 1, which is either the current salary or the current price. Yeah.
That's my question.
Thank you. Any other question? One thing that we're is that in subsequent classes, I want you guys to be more active. So please, if we can try. I know that in the Nigerian situation now, there's no light and everything. Let's always charge our systems in preparation for this class. Let's take it very serious, as if we are paying for it. Because I want to get more people very involved. Because I don't want to be the one doing the screen sharing again. I can call on anybody to share their screen. So if you do it by yourself, it's easier for you to just quickly remember. You understand? So we would have done one more topic, but we have just 9 minutes to go. So let's just call it a day. Next week, I'm looking at us doing what if analysis. It's a very interesting topic also. What if analysis and data tables. If time permits us, we can do payment function. That's a very nice thing to learn because payment function is usually help for financial planning. Or if you find yourself in a loan granting organization, payment function is very, very useful when you want to get some key metrics. So, guys, thank you for attending. Thank you for staying.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
It's not like a question actually, but
okay,
more of like probably a proposal.
okay.
So the thing is, some of us now, some people work on weekends sometimes. Like
Okay.
someone like me now, personally, let me just speak for myself. I work one weekend on and one weekend off.
Okay.
So most likely now I won't be
Available
on Saturday. Last week Saturday I was not available, but last 2 Saturday I was one that shared the screen, so I was available then also. So if there is a way we can, how about Sundays? I think most people will be free on Sundays. I don't know. Maybe you should just ask in the group if people are okay with it.
Yeah, most people will be free, but I'm the one paying for the Zoom subscription, and I have to log in and everything. I will still be the one to. So even if there's another person that is coming as a tutor, I'll still be the one to start the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
You understand? And Sundays are usually like my resting days. So the plan we had earlier was that we'll be having the class Saturday, 1 hour Saturday, 1 hour Sunday. But even the Saturday itself, look at people that are here, minus me, people that are here, they are 10. Out of everybody that is in that group, 150 plus, we have only 10 people coming for the class. So it's not really encouraging. That's why we are only making it. As long as we are seeing people that are 20, 30 coming, 40, we'll be highly encouraged to even do Sundays. You understand? So for now, Sunday is not visible. So for the ones that you cannot attend, don't worry. We'll do the class, we'll record. In fact, Max, second day is always on the YouTube page already. You can go and watch from there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
All
thank
right,
you very
thanks.
much, everyone.
All right, now.
Have a wonderful night.
Thank you,
oh.
sir.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank you
yes.
for your
Thank you,
time.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for everything.